how we doing? Everybody doing all right? Are you sure? Well, thanks for coming. You guys in the mood for some picking and a grinning here. We're gonna do some mountain music tonight, and I hope y'all like it. Start you off a little thing here called Rhododendron Hell. It goes a little bit something like this. Well, way down yonder underneath the laurel shade, where the freestone's bend and wide, where the canopy covers that old logging road, that's where I lost my mind. She came to me in the summertime when everything had grown into bloom. I never thought I'd grow to hate the smell of that sweet perfume. And Lord, tell me where it all went wrong. It's a painful feeling knowing that my baby's long gone. And you think you know someone so well, she left me standing here in a rhododendron hell. I used to love to wade this stream, now the sight of it I can't take. My riding reel and my heart and soul, they're put away and gone to waste. And those deep blue ridge lines I call home, they're enough to make a grown man cry. But she's poison, the one place that I love. Swear there's never been this many dark clouds in the sky. And Lord, tell me where it all went wrong. It's a painful feeling knowing that my baby's long gone. And you think you know someone so well, she left me standing here in a rhododendron hell. And Lord, tell me where it all went wrong. It's a painful feeling knowing that my baby's long gone. And you think you love someone so well, she left me standing here in a rhododendron hell. She left me standing here in a rhododendron hell. Thank you very much. Yes, if you're expecting soft, quiet, sensitive music tonight, I'm sorry. There's gonna be a lot of me making noise as I'm going. But yeah, thanks for coming tonight, y'all. This is my first time here at the Bird Room. This is my first time playing really any kind of listening room quite this intimate. And because of that, I'm terrified because some of y'all are right there. I can just about touch you. Touche. But it's pretty cool because it's my understanding we sold this thing out tonight. It's the first time I've ever sold out anything, ever. So, thank you. Please continue to inflate my ego. Anyway, I'll stop talking because that's not what y'all paid for. And we'll do a keep singing here. That last one was a tune of mine called Rhododendron Hell. That's going to be on a new album I'm getting ready to cut in a couple weeks here. And yeah, I'm going to be trying out some new songs on y'all tonight too. You guys are going to be guinea pigs. But in the interest, hoping you guys hear some songs that you have at least heard once before. This one's off my last album, Thickets Brambles. This little thing called Hope. It's supper time in the afternoon. All the cows got their grain, and the sky's on fire with the colors of the night. And oftentimes I've wondered if this living's worth the pain, but this summer sunset seems to set me right. I know that hope's unfaithful and she goes more often than she tends to stick around. But it's breezy through the vent windows, the motors are running right, and tonight there ain't a damn thing on my mind. It ain't been this cold in Georgia in 20-some odd years, and there's chandeliers just hanging from the pines. But ain't a thing in this world that'll bring a man to tears like them frosted hills on the Union County line. I know that hope's as fleeting as the snow, and before long it won't stick to the ground. But the heat's cranked up on the dash, the motor's running right, and tonight there ain't a damn thing on my mind. I know that hope's unfaithful and she goes more often than she tends to stick around. But it's breezy through the vent windows, the motor's running right, and tonight there ain't a damn thing on my mind. Yeah, the street's cranked up on the dash, the motor's running right, and tonight ain't a damn thing on my mind. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was a little song about enjoying the simpler things in life. This next one is actually an old tune. I have this one album that came out before my last album. That's kind of a little DIY thing. And a lot of the songs I don't even really keep in my catalog anymore, but there's one I've been playing pretty much since it came out back in 2021. And this is a song called Talk of the Town that is inspired by this old roommate I used to have. And my roommate had this girlfriend, and they really liked to cheat on each other and like lie about who was cheating on who. And they would have these big old knockdown, drag-out fights, which was awesome for me because the walls were super thin, and like I could go and hide, but I still got to take in all the fine details of whatever they were saying or throwing at each other. Not gonna lie, kind of awkward at the time, but it did make for fine songwriting material. So. And I hope they never figure out us. I haven't seen them since I moved out of there, but I'm waiting for them to show up at a show and be like, you. Anyway, this is one we're getting ready to recut for my next album coming up here. It's called Talk of the Town. It goes a little something like this. In a little border town where the Cuervo tends to flow across the Rio Grande, just north of Mexico, two minds are wandering, burning like the words to a song. Yeah, he kept her around now for 6 or 7 years. She filled up his heart, and she burned at his ears. Surely he'd end up at the bottom of it all before long. But ain't it fun to be the talk of the town, when every able-bodied man and woman knows what's going down? Ain't it quick when bad news gets around? Yeah, the rumors had been hanging overhead just like a cloud, and the gossip was as hot as the thunderclaps loud. Little by little, the threads began to come undone. Yeah, you could have turned a blind eye or left it up to fate, until the witness with a cell phone caught it all on tape. She's lit up by the neon, wrapped around some cowboy's tongue. Ain't it fun to be the talk of the town, when every able-bodied man and woman knows what's going down? Ain't it quick when bad news gets around? On a sweaty summer night, when she thought he'd been away, he bust into the barroom as the band began to play. He's dressed all in black to mourn the love that had died that day. When the firestorm was through, she begged for one more chance. He said, "Honey, I've grown old, and I'm tired of the dance." And in his tail light she cried out wide, and he asked himself the same. Ain't it fun to be the talk of the town? Every able-bodied man and woman knows what's going down. Ain't it quick when bad news gets around? Yeah. Something like that. All right, let's take the tempo down a little bit here. I feel like I've been hitting you guys with all the real cracked out songs first thing in the show. This is one I wrote kind of right around the time I decided I was going to really try to do this music thing. After I've been working a job that I kind of felt was, I don't know, sort of a dead end. Or maybe I just really didn't like working there. I'm not sure what it was, but anyway, I sat down one song one night and realized I didn't have enough songs in the key of E, because that stuff matters. And sat down and wrote this song. It's called Jailbird. I miss them sunshiny days. I miss that feeling on my face. Does me no good to raise. I miss them sunshiny days. They sure as hell don't feel like home. Stuck in this prison cell alone. Does me no good to be alone. Sure as hell don't feel like home. There's a pain I'm bound to pay just to be. Another train that's gone away without me. Oh Lordy, why'd I have to choose? You could have given me someone else's blues. Now I'm stuck in concrete shoes. Lordy, why'd I have to choose? I think someday I'll fly away, just drift into some misty haze. 'Cause there's just some debts a man can't pay. I think someday I'll fly away. There's a pain I'm bound to pay just to be. Another train that's gone away without me. There's this pain I'm bound to pay just to be. Another train that's gone away without me. Thank you. Thank you very much. You guys having fun? Good. Because I'm terrified up here. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so like I said, I've been trying to really do this music thing, and I had a somewhat decent. Does Ethan have to pee? Ethan. I knew it was him because he's the only one that's that tall. So anyway, I've had this big old tour planned out last summer, and I had a lot of cool stuff going on. Like I was going to Nashville for the first time, and like going to Boone, North Carolina, and I was really excited about it. So like on my first day off, like I did the first weekend of it, and then had a couple days off, and I thought it'd be a great idea to go into the woods and fall on some rocks and break my arm completely into two pieces. So I did not get to do a lot of those shows. Still got to go to Nashville. It sucked. Don't recommend it. But anyway, while I was incapacitated, it kind of forced me to sit down and write some songs because I couldn't really play guitar when this thing was all like meh. And yeah, so this is a song about all the times when my arm wasn't broken. It's called Lovin' Every Minute. It goes something like this. Try it again. Snowed in on a February gray afternoon. 10 years old, not a day too soon. You were loving every minute. You couldn't wait to grow a little more. It was quiet by the lake back in them early morning woods. Dad was up ahead and you traced his steps the best you could. You were loving every minute. You couldn't wait to go there with him more. Well, I sat down this morning and thought of the days gone by, when the colors seemed brighter and the mornings they were easy and light. And once there was a spark, it used to be in my eye. Perhaps I'll find myself again somewhere in the sunrise. Was never something that you gave the time of day, but you thought you found it in that girl by the riverbank. You were counting down the seconds. You couldn't wait to hold her a little more. Well, summer turned to scarlet leaves and you had to say goodbye. Yeah, the world was so much smaller then before you learned to drive. Counting down the seconds, you couldn't wait to roam a little more. Yeah, I sat down this morning, thought of the days gone by, when the colors seemed brighter and the mornings were easy and light. Once there was a spark, it used to be in my eye. Perhaps I'll find myself again somewhere in the sunrise. Yeah, I sat down this morning, thought of the days gone by, when the colors seemed brighter, in the mornings they were easy and light. And once there was a spark, it used to be in my eye. Perhaps I'll find myself again somewhere in the sunrise. Perhaps I'll find myself again somewhere in the sunrise. Thank you. Thank you very much. Man, there's a hard chord in that song. Anyway. That asshole. So, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I like playing guitar. And that's kind of, I've always considered that really to be my main thing. And then, like, the songwriting. And then I sing because I have to, because I wrote the songs. And, like, you know. And it's not often I get a chance to just kind of, like, play some guitar live. And I figure what better time than when I have a captive audience like you guys. And you have no other choice. Unless everybody goes to the bathroom right now. But anyway, let's do some guitar picking. I'm gonna do this thing. I've been doing this thing I really like. It's called Angeline the Baker, or Angeline, depending on where you're from. I'm gonna find the exact right spot for the stool, somewhere, probably around the last song. Anyway, this thing I think is real pretty, and it goes like this. Something like that. Y'all give me a second. I'm going to swap guitars here. This one here is my old Reliable. That's actually not even my guitar. It's one of my buddies. He said, "Hey, man, can you, like, fix this?" And I said, "Sure, as long as I can play it at a couple shows because it's pretty cool." I'm gonna try this new one I've been working on for you guys. It's about being out in the woods by yourself and getting lost in nature and all that stuff. Breaking your arm. As soon as I get this thing to. Anyway, this one's called. That's it. Next song. This one's called The Wind, because it was something like this. Between the lines in the shade of things long gone, lost neath the pines with the hymns in old folk songs. And I feel the time start to move more slow, and I hear the cries of the hills and all their ghosts. And I thought I heard the wind call my name in the valley where the river stays untamed. Like the tears of days gone by. Soft new snow starts to fall on the mountain high, and I see the signs in every shade of fire and wine, and I hear the tides of all the space and time, and I thought I heard the wind call my name in the valley where the river stays untamed. And I thought I heard the wind call my name in the valley where the river stays untamed. Thank you, thank you. I like the other guitar better. I'm gonna try a new one on you guys. You guys can tell me whether I should keep it or not. And I might forget some words because I just finished it like 2 days ago. But it goes something in the general vein of going like this. It's called Summertime Daisy, and it's a waltz. So if you clap along, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. that kind of thing. And it goes like this. It was hot as a fire when I met my desire down the road through the old Georgia clay. Sweet as a flower, easier on the eyes, how I prayed she was a-coming my way. In a daze, in a sweet summer haze, as we stole our days down in the dell. Oh, the night of the moon kept us bright, how I thought that I knew your heart well. Well, summertime daisy, are you going away? And if so, won't you tell me how long? Am I too late in singing this song? Summertime daisy, won't you stay for a while and just show me the flowers you've grown? If it's the last thing I do, I'll sing one for you. Won't you stay and tell me it's alright? I can't remember how the next verse goes. There's something. It goes back to the chorus. Summertime daisy, are you going away? And if so, won't you tell me how long? Am I too late in singing this song? Summertime daisy, won't you stay for a while and show me the flowers you've grown? If it's the last thing I do, I'll sing one for you. Won't you stay and tell me it's alright? If it's the last thing I do, I'll sing one for you. Won't you stay and tell me it's alright? Oh my God. I'm gonna remember that third verse like 3 songs from now, and it's gonna really annoy me. But anyway, you get the general idea. That was the first time I played it live, so you've been guinea pigged. Yeah. What? Yeah. A wise man once told me the difference between an amateur and a professional is how well you recover from your mistakes. And someone else told me, if you can't be good, at least be funny. I'm none of those things, but here we are. Okay, let's do another new one. I think I got the words to this one. We'll see. This is another one I wrote during the Broken Arm days. It's not about anything that happened in real life. It's just a cheesy, sad song, because I like cheesy, sad songs. And I think I'm calling this one Waiting at My Front Door. It goes a little something like this. First light on the hill, thought I heard a whippoorwill. There's a cool wind rustling through the pines. Should I stay? Should I leave? Should I follow the westward breeze? I can't shake the feeling that something's right. Is it too late now to head out on the slide when you won't even look me in the eye? The morning's bright, the mountain's clear, still the sun won't drown the tears. There's a heartbreak waiting at my front door. I hear whispers in the town, but even barrels of liquor down can't wash the taste that's burning to my tongue. Now my face, it's grown some lines, but still she's aged like a cellared wine that someone threw out in the sun. Is it too late now to head out on the slide when you won't even look me in the eye? The morning's bright, the mountain's clear, still the sun won't drown the tears. There's a heartache waiting at my front door. Is it too late now to head out on the slide when you won't even look me in the eye? The morning's bright, mountain's clear, but still the sun won't drown the tears. There's a heartache waiting at my front door. There's a heartbreak waiting at my front door. Yeah. Yeah, I mostly do bluegrass, and I feel like it's kind of a country-ish thing, so I don't know. Some of you guys might recognize this next one from my first, that first kind of DIY album I was talking about. A song about drinking too much called Empty Brown Bottles. The moon is high and I think I might just go as the fair wind blows. And as the night fades to orange light, I feel myself pulled into the glow. Nowadays it seems I find myself this way more and more. Nothing to say for the empty brown bottles on the floor. Is it so wrong living out a song so many men is humming to? Hanging on just to string along till this burning light leaves me unglued. Nowadays it seems I find myself this way more and more. Nothing to say for the empty brown bottles on the floor. Nowadays it seems I find myself this way more and more. Nothing to say for the empty brown bottles on the floor. Thank you very much. So when I decided to try and do this music thing, like for real, I severely underestimated how much time I would spend in the car. You spend a lot of time on the road in the car. I feel like it's 90% being in the car and 10% playing guitar for people in bars. And in my particular case, I'm riding around the Southeast in a two-door, single-cab, bench seat Ram pickup truck. And it's become amazing to me how well a single cab with a bench seat doubles as a hotel room, diner, office, recording studio, green room, dressing room.
Bathroom?
Only once. And all that stuff when you're way the heck up in eastern Tennessee or western North Carolina, somewhere like that. So I wrote this song about being in the truck too damn much. I named it after a little fly fishing town in eastern Tennessee. It's called Tellico Plains. Oh, the highway, it sure made something of me. Taught me how to chase the sun, how to love, how to run away from grief. Oh, Mama, are you proud of what's become of me? It was freezing last night in Tellico Plains, but the gray Appalachian sky felt like home all the same. Are the miles now what defines my name? Well, it's clear as day and it's dark as night. It's a tattered heart that takes flight. I left mine somewhere on the road. Carolina, Are you still the same? Seems like everything I loved has gathered dust or been covered up and changed. Is that the curse of trying to love a thing that should have never been tamed? Well, it's clear as day and it's dark as night. It's a tattered heart that takes flight, and I left mine somewhere on the road. I left mine somewhere on the road. Oh, yeah. Damn, did you guys like that one or what? Let's try some more new stuff, shall we? See how many of the words I forget on this one. This one I wrote specifically to challenge myself to see if I could just write something that would like blow up the TikTok algorithm. Did not work. But I like the song, so I kept it. What am I even calling this one? I think I'm calling this one I'd Rather Watch It Rain. Again, very sad and cheesy. Not at all based in reality. I just like a good sad song, you know? Let's see, it goes a little something like this here. It's been raining off and on since the first of the year, and I can't seem to shake the overwhelming sense of fear that I'll never live to see the dogwoods in full bloom again. There's a picture on the wall where you still smile, but I can't fool myself or let my thoughts run wild enough to write you or even find out where you've been. And it kills me to see what was meant to be slowly fade in a frame on the wall. Honey, you left me here with no one at all. And I might find some peace of mind in the comfort of some stranger's arms. I think I'd rather watch it rain. It never did me any harm. There's a thick gray fog rolling in through the glen, and a dark black cloud over my head again. And I'm desperate to see the sun even for a short spell. Yeah, the garden's in shambles and the house in disarray. So I'm stuck in myself since that fateful day. I found myself in this prison that forever I dwell. And it kills me to see what was meant to be slowly fade in a frame on the wall. Honey, you left me here with no one to call. And I might find some peace of mind in the comfort of some stranger's arms. But I think I'd rather watch it rain. It never did me any harm. And it kills me to see what was meant to be slowly fade in a frame on the wall. Honey, you left me here with no one at all. And I might find some peace of mind in the comfort of some stranger's arms. I think I'd rather watch it rain. It never did me any harm. I think I'd rather watch it rain. It never did me any harm. Yeah. I'm keeping that one. I don't care if anybody likes it. When you do this kind of music, I feel like you gotta have one cheesy song about home. And this is my entry into that catalog. It's not even really about home. It just says Dawson, and I'm from good old Dawson County, just over that way, I think. Right? I don't know. You can't really tell north, east, southwest in here. Anyway, the song's called Back to Dawson. I promise, I'm gonna stop trying to be funny. It goes a little something like this. This old road's bound to lead me to a dark and tangled corner of my mind, wondering if she'll ever need me the way she did that dark December night. And is it too much to ask? Should I just let it pass? Pray the Lord give me another try and take it on back to Dawson and leave it all behind. All these years still I don't see how a lovely soul could leave me feeling low. Maybe I'm so in my own seas, no troubled thoughts and heartache on my own. Is it too much to ask? Should I just let it pass and pray the Lord will give me another try and take it on back to Dawson and leave it all behind? Just be happy I ever got to know her sweet face, and thank God that she would take me, replay the good times my mind can't erase. And is it too far to fetch being happy without a catch? Lord, won't you help me ease my mind? Take it on back to Dawson and leave it all behind. Take it on back to Dawson and leave it all behind. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What do you think? You guys got a couple more in you? Yeah. All right, cool. I don't even know how we're doing on time. I didn't bring a watch or anything. But this is a song I wrote about one of my other thing that I like to do besides playing guitar too loud, which is go out, get lost in the woods, and go fish and hunt and do that kind of thing, and hopefully not break any appendages. And I wrote this on a day of fishing down at the Chattahoochee River. It's a thing called If I Was an Old Man. If I was an old man, I bet I'd feel more alive. Spend my days walking quietly beneath some ancient pines, and the sun might shine a bit brighter when it shows, and the rain would feel like a cool bath and wash away my woes. And if I was an old man, bet I'd feel more free, waist deep in the shoals of some tumbling creek. Improving myself, that'd be a thing of the past, and all my worries would be a remedy with a perfect cast. It's a hell of a thing to be sitting in a downtown home and be wishing for a simple man's clothes. Maybe it's time to pick up and decide to put away these modern quarter-century blues. I'm thoroughly convinced that happiness exists when a man decides to put his hands to use. And if I was an old man, I bet I'd feel more at home in a one-bedroom house I built from brick and stone. And the days might pass a bit faster than they did, than the days I spent worrying if I'd make it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, so that's what it feels like to play a sold-out show, huh? I think I got one more in me, folks. Thanks so much for coming out. Thanks to the McDonald's for hosting this awesome venue and putting me on camera and putting a bunch of expensive microphones in front of me so I sound good. Yeah. Yeah. So I put out this I put this record out back in 2023, and it was the first time I went all in, spent all the money to make a real album, which is very scary as an independent musician because they are expensive, and you don't know if anybody is going to listen to the damn thing once you put it out. Luckily, the internet exists, and you can throw stuff out there, and if you're lucky, the algorithm will shine upon thee, and some people will hear your stuff, and I don't know, it's been, let's see, It's just over a year since the album came out, and we're sitting at, I think it's a little over 400,000 streams now, which has been super cool. Thank you. Half of them are this next damn song. So if you've heard of me and it's not because you know me, it's probably because of this song. Do you want to come sing on it? Let's make room. The kind of whole thing with the song is the big vocal harmony, and you're short, so this will work.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I mean, we can get cozy.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
We've known each other a few years.
There we go. We'll make this work. It's a song called Let Me Down Easy. It goes a little something like this. Yourself up off the floor and meet another day. The sun is peeking through the screen door and weaving through the hay. Whiskey's hardly hard to come by, nights are seldom dry. The ease it brings is temporary, the cure's in short supply. You never let me down easy, Lord, I need you to know. It takes an angel to teach me to let it go. Let it go. You never let me down easy, Lord, I need you to know. It takes an angel to teach me to let it go. Let it go. Pick yourself up off the floor and meet another day. The sun is peeking through the screen door and weaving through the hay. How about it, Miss Emily Baker? All right, guys, that's the set for tonight. Thank you so much for coming. How about it for the Bird Room, y'all? We'll see y'all somewhere out there on the road.